In this final exercise, we're going to look at the way in which Word can be used to merge data from a spreadsheet. This is very useful if you want to send lots of personalised letters but don't fancy typing them out yourself. So say we've got 100 party invitations and you want to actually put the name of the person that you're sending to on each individual letter. That would probably take quite a while. If, however, you've got the data nicely stored in a spreadsheet, and here we can see a spreadsheet like this. So we pull up Excel and we can see inside it and have a look at the data. So we've got a first names of the 5 students and first name, parents' title, parents' initials, parents' surname, address, address to, and so forth. So these are like a sort of database just of names and addresses. So I've got those names and addresses, and what I want to do is provide 5 separate documents, each customized with the name of the parent and the student and so forth. So I'm going to close my data down and have another look at my letter. So how do we do this? Well, first of all, we go to mailings and we start the mail merge. You can do this with an email or labels. I'm going to do it as a letter, and then I'm going to select my recipient. So I choose my existing list, which we know was a spreadsheet. You can use other data types if you wish. And I'm going to look in Documents, Informatics, and find my music data. There it is. So I just open that, and I do want to use the data dollar sheet, and it is now open. If I look in the recipients list, I can see my recipients' names. Here you've got the option of sorting or filtering or removing duplicates, etc., etc. But for the moment, I know my data is in good condition. I'm going to send it to everybody. So I'll leave it as it is. So there I've got my list. Now, the merge fields that I can put in are actually the headers from the spreadsheet. So I want Dear, parents' title, Mr. and Mrs. Remember a space after it. I'm going to put a little space there. Parents' title, Mr. and Mrs. and their surname and a comma. Okay. Now formally, I should put their address above it. So I'm going to do insert parents' title, space, their initials, their surname, press return. It's the first line of the address. You put the second line of the address, and then I'm going to do the postcode I'll probably do the third line of the address and the postcode straight after that. So as you can see, I've now got all my merge fields, and if I click here to preview the results, the first recipients, number 1 are Mr. and Mrs. P.J. Smith, and you can see that their details have been put in here. Second, it changes to Mr. and Mrs. Deakin, then Mr. V.N. Morton, Mr. and Mrs. J.F.G. Shah, and so forth. Okay, so that's done that. I'm going to read my letter. You will be delighted to hear that, and I need the name of the student here, so I better put in pupil name, first name, Matthew, and then you'll see that it changes to Jennifer and John. Okay, so I've now set up my letter, but I haven't in fact produced all the letters because I still only page 1 of 1. So whilst I can scroll through them, that's not actually produced a separate letter per person. So I'm just going to save that document, which is called letter, and now I'm going to finish by merging it into individual documents. Okay, you can send it to the printer, and for email you can send email message, but I'm going to do edit individual documents. When I click on this, I'm going to use all the records, and it might look as if that's the same document, but actually I'm just going to move down. This is a new document here, and we'll see that I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 separate documents. So down here it says page 5 of 5. So I know now that I've actually got my proper 5 documents. I'm going to save that into my word processing folder as merged letters. and save it. And those are my merge letters on 5 pages. I can now close that down. Remember that this document here from which I produced the merge document, so my template is still here. I'm just going to save that in case something's gone wrong and I need to put them back in, or I need to alter something. And there we have a mail merge.